stories, the 100-headed fish, the peaceful heaven beings' deeds, and the trial streams are heaven gatherings, part 1 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on August 9, 2015 in Roquebrune, Cap Martin, France.
No, just to the 12.
To the 12.
I got here on the 2nd.
After the 12, you have to ask one of the sisters taking care of this.
Okay.
I only see you every day. People might think I'm your boyfriend. Okay. Because not everybody stays long, you know. And he stays quite long. You keep helping. I appreciate your help. Yeah, you're a very good boy. Good boy. Good boy. It's just I'm fed up with so many gossips. Yeah. I need to have an old lady who stays long to take care of this for me. But they're busy, you know, cooking and whatever. I am not his boyfriend, okay? Just to make sure you know. Okay, you can bring this up. Yeah? Table big. Okay? You all managed to get wet or not? A little bit, huh?
But due to your bracelet,
You were what?
to your house.
Yeah, you went to my house and the gallery and I asked my assistant if not enough space, then just span some canvas. And you sit inside, you know, in the middle, so you won't get wet. And I said, maybe 10 people can go to my hut. So I room all the blankets and everything, and you can sit there if you want, you know, but she say, okay, we managed, so you didn't come, huh? Or you didn't like my hut? Oh, she didn't tell you? Didn't tell, huh?
Yeah, didn't tell.
Yeah, if everyone wants to come, then it's pointless, because you get wet. It's only about 3 meters under the roof, you know, under cover. In my hut, you can sit maybe 2 people. Yeah, maybe 2 people lie under the bed, and 2 people sit in front of the bed. That is maximum capacity. Because on top of the bed, there's so many things already, you know. I move things from my house there, so that the house should be free. And under the bed is where I sleep, so I move all the bed and things, and then 2 people can sleep there. I mean, lie down meditation. Yeah? You think if you lie down under my bed, you can meditate well, right? You're wrong. When I lie down there, I sleep. So the sleeping energy might affect you. Okay, I read you one more story of some of the scary stuff. No, not really that scary. Just to remind you of the karma, the karmic retribution that we cannot always avoid. And then later I read you some nice story. Another sutra. Yeah. In many of other religious texts, there's not too much mentioned. Maybe I don't read that many, you know. I read in the Bibles or in the... Mentioned very lightly, you know. Yes. Like Jesus says, whoever refuses you, then, you know, take a handful of sand and throw it away. You know, meaning that house doesn't have merit. Yeah. You know, wherever you step in, you just take the sand of it and just throw it out, throw away. Or whoever the house that refuses his disciples. Similar thing like that. Or they mention like hellfire, temptation of the devil, but not so particularly detailed like in the Buddhist sutras. Therefore, I'm reading it to you. Sometimes before I also mention many times, yeah, and I also read some Buddhist stories before, many years ago or sometime now and then, yeah. Because it's so detailed, okay? In case you're curious to know what hell is like now that you can't go there anymore. You wonder if the master is hiding something there and doesn't want us to go, So I check it out for you. The Buddha already checked it out. So I'm telling you, okay? Not because I encourage you to follow Buddhism, that Christianity is inferior. It's not like that. No, okay? All religions are similar, rooted from the same beginning, from the light and the sound. And later I will read some of that, and then the Buddha mentioned the sound. He said, the sound hearers of such and such levels, etc. I read it to you later. And many other sutras Buddha always mentioned about the sound. Like all the bodhisattvas rely on the sound stream to come down to this earth to save sentient beings. And all the saved sentient beings rely on the sound stream to go to, heaven or Buddha's land. Something like that. But of course, as in our group, we practice the sound, the hearing of the sound, the inner sound, yeah? Hearing with the inner ears, seeing with inner eyes. But I don't always say that in every lecture, because you know it already. I don't always, maybe I say it in the open lecture, but not in the group, yeah? And during the lecture, I mention only a couple of times of the sound hearing and the light seeing, yeah? And the rest I explain why, and I refer to Bibles or Sutra, etc., yeah? Therefore, it's the same with the Buddha. He doesn't always mention the sound and light and stuff like that. But we see the Buddha has light all the time, and he mentions sound hearing sometimes, yeah? Okay. A lot is mentioned in Lotus Sutra about the sound, many times, more than in other sutras. But it's likewise, we don't always mention it, here even, yeah? Because you knew it already, yeah. Okay. Now you see, Okay, this one is about the fish who has 100 heads. Ooh. Takes a lot of thinking. Let's see why. Why the fish has so many heads. We should really thank the past masters, monks and nuns and scholars who had taken time to record the Buddha's teaching after the master's nirvana, and also for the past and present persons, lay or monks or nuns who have really dedicated themselves, sacrificed their time and precious health or under any difficult situation to translate this so that I can read it to you. And we have to thank them. And may they be blessed forever by all the Buddhas, past, present and future. May their merit be immense. May they be liberated forever. Thank you. According to Buddhism and the believers and the tradition, when you read a sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk or beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular, yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. First I have heard, so you know it's from Anand again. Yeah. Oh, is the live stream on already? Okay, we don't have to wait? Wow, high tech. Wonderful. One time the Buddha was in the country called Makete, in the bamboo grove. One day the Buddha, they say the world honored one. Same, huh? The Buddha, world honored one. And all the bhikkhus going from there to the next country, Tisali. And they were resting at the bank of a river called Leviat. On the bank of that river, alongside, there were 500. So why always 500, huh? I wonder. It is probably kind of symbolic, you know? Yes. Like I asked how many people are left over in the rain, they say approximately 500. I say, 500 won't fit in my hut and in front of the hut. In front of the hut there is a protective roof. Also, you saw it, transparent, so that I can see the rain and the sun. And the hut inside is just a normal hut, a wood hut. I open all the office and everything. The living room downstairs, upstairs, the nuns are staying. Well, should I continue with the nuns or continue with the story first? Yeah, by the way, I'm telling you, why I ask you to respect them. Because they're not ordinary nuns, okay? By the way, I'm telling you this. Yeah, they are nuns already. Many tens of years, many decades. But even then, they follow me. Not only these, there are many Korean monks, nuns do that. Monks and nuns too. Some are very elderly already. Maybe 60, 70 already. Many decades been monks. And they still follow me and believe in my teaching. That is special. Because many monks and nuns, they believe they already got everything from the Buddha Sutras. Yeah? They don't need me. They don't need any other method. The Buddha is just talking about enlightenment. I'm bringing enlightenment. Understand? That's a big difference. But I'm teaching the same as the Buddha, as Jesus or, other masters. I'm not teaching anything contradictory to that. Yeah. That's why they're more special. Understand? Yes. And remember, I had a retreat in Korea Center before? Yes. And some of you put money together for the buses and for the food and all that to eat together, yeah? And then some was left over, and I also put some out. So together I gave about 120 or something US dollars, 120 something thousand US dollars to build a little refuge, ashram for them. So some of the Korean monks, they had nowhere else to go, then they stay there. But they don't just stay there and receive offering, I did not tell them that, but they went out in the vicinity working on the plantations, grapes or whatever, gardens, yeah? And then earn their own living. So they are very special and worthy of your respect. Understand now? Yes, not just because I say, okay, you can practice and you don't have to be monks and nuns. It's not the same, huh? Yeah, they have self-denial. Yeah, self-discipline. A little bit more than you, okay? And they don't go out and buy a lot of clothes. They just wear 3, 4, 5 pairs of similar clothes every day. Understand? They live simple. They always sleep on the floor. I knew that. Therefore, I made the floor warm. This is a warming floor system because it's a new house, so we can do that. They did not build it yet. So I built it, I specified and make the floor warm. Is it still warm? The floor? Yes. So in winter, Korea is very cold. Even then, they sleep on the floor. So I specified to make the floor warm. Warm under the floor instead of on the wall only or from the ceiling or from aircon. Daytime they work anyway, yeah. But nighttime, at least when they sit in meditation or lie down to stretch a little while, they don't feel pain, because it can be very painful. Winter, if the cold comes from the floor, you can't avoid it, and it gives them pain. Yeah, asceticism is good, but pain is not. We don't spoil the body, but we try to take care as good as we can, so that it lasts long and is comfortable to continue our practice. Yeah, because if you have too much pain, you cannot concentrate very well. At least in the beginning, Once you enter somebody, then you don't feel much. Yeah, that should be the good practitioners. But then not everyone reaches that level so quick. first comfortable and then go up. Huh? Okay? Yeah. So I want you to have respect for them. Don't push, don't take their place, and don't try to, kind of, because you want to see master and don't care who's who, get out of my way. My dogs are like that. I'm sorry, When they see me coming, they forget each other. They're just squeezing, elbowing each other to come to the front, And sometimes wagging tails at each other. The tails coming together. It's so cute. Every day, if I have something special for my lunch, I always share with them. A little bit, not much, because it's for mine. They cook for me only. I don't cook more than that, kitchen, because I don't have room to put all the trays. Okay? Maximum 2 trays, only for whatever you want to cook. And 1 time a day, okay? Yeah, that's enough. Don't think because I invite other people and then cook more. It's not like that. Because you have already food here. Only something special. Then I offer to them also because they're monks. Maybe they don't have much money to buy the things that you make for me. And not only that, but the Vietnamese things, I won't have it there. You see, they work all day. They don't have time to make spring roll and all that for themselves, even though they know how. Okay? So if it's something special like that, I offer to them. But if it's normal, and the rest is just normal food, like you eat, then I don't offer, because they have it here in the common kitchen. On the bank of the river, where the Buddha and the Sangha rested, on the way walking to the neighboring country, no wonder my eyes feel funny. So I put this one there, it's big. Made in Japan, for book reading. Yeah. Okay. Good. Then I don't have my hands free to express my feelings. Okay. I don't need to express it. It's probably more convenient. There are some optic glasses. They just, hang on the neck. And whenever you want, just clasp together, I should go and ask for that, but I don't have a time yet. I don't feel like going anyway if I don't have to. I mean, they're not urgent, and I just don't go. 500 cowboys. The boys would take care of the cows. They're called cowboys, no?
Yes.
I don't mean Texas. Buddha was not in Texas. At that time, not yet. 500 cowboys and 500 fishermen. Yeah. These fishermen, they have 3 kinds of nets. Nah? One net needs 200 people to shred and to pull it. And another one, 300, bigger, yeah. And another one bigger, 500 people in order to manage the net. Must be a very big one, huh? Yeah, very big. The Buddha and the bhikkhus, many bhikkhus, he has a lot of bhikkhus, the monks, sitting also not too far from them. And at one time, suddenly they saw that certain 500 fishermen there could not be able to pour the net back up onto the shore. It was too heavy or something. And then these are 500 fishermen asked 500 cowboys to come and help them to pour together. And then saw 1,000 people in order to pull it up. And then they saw a very, very, very great giant fish. On the body of this fish were all kinds of heads of different animals, like the horse's head, the camel's head, the tiger's head, the wolf's head, the pig's head, etc., etc. This was a very strange kind of fish. So they all came and had a look. And then the Buddha also asked Anand to go over there and check it out. And then Anand went over there and saw that. He saw 100 kinds of different animals' heads on this body of the fish. And then he came back to the Buddha and told the Buddha this. And then, of course, he will ask. Anand asked a lot of questions. It's always him who asks. I wonder why nobody else knew how to ask. Yeah, up to now, Up to now, many stories. Most of the stories always Anand asked the Buddha, why is that, why is that? Well, he was clever, no, even though he wasn't enlightened, but because he was probably busy or being the Buddha's, attendant, he thought he didn't need, yeah? Maybe like that. Possible, it affects. But then later he meditated just for a while alone in the woods after the Buddha's nirvana. He got enlightenment complete right away. So he had it already in him. Just took some time. Yeah? Maybe you all had it and it takes some time. Maybe after I die, then you all go sit in a corner there and get enlightenment completely. I don't know. All right. And then the Buddha also went there and had a look. And when he went there, he asked the fish, are you Katile? Is your name Katile? And then the fish said, yes, sir. And the Buddha asked, this lifetime you are born as a fish. Do you know next lifetime where you are going? So he said, I have to go to the infinite hell. There is a hell that you will never get out of there. Like a life sentence, you know? Yeah. And here is like infinite sentence. Anand and the whole assembly of bhikkhus did not know why, so of course he asked, praise be the world honored one. You call this fish Katile. Why? Can you please tell us? And the Buddha said thus, listen to me, I will tell you the origin of this fish. Yeah. Long time ago, at the time of Kajip Buddha, yeah, another Buddha, yeah, before Shakyamuni Buddha, there are many decades, many eons ago, another Buddha, yeah. And between there, many more, and before that, many more, and after Shakyamuni, there will be more. It's just at that time, long time ago, at the time of Kajip Buddha, there was a Brahman, the first caste of the Indian four-caste system. Yeah. He had a son, and his name is Katile. He was very intelligent, many talents. And of all the contemporary similar levels of intellectual and talents, he was the first. Oh, I'm sorry, yesterday, by the way, Sariputta, I remember he was not the one with the wisdom sword. It's Manjushri, no? In Vietnam, we call it Vang Thu Bồ Tát, Manjushri. Yeah, he's the one with the swords of wisdom. Is that correct? Anybody know? Yeah? Monk? Manjushri?
Yes.
With the swords of wisdom. Not a sword, it's meaning that he can cut asunder ignorance, you know? So just saying that he has the sword of wisdom, but he doesn't use the sword, of course. He doesn't have to use any sword at all, right? Yeah. So Manjushri is number one wisdom. I guess it's not Sariputta. Sariputta is something else. I'm sorry, I'm not a very good Buddhist. I learned some sutras, but then I went to the Himalayas, and then busy meditating, and then busy with you all this time. I had no time to study much. Yeah. I did know before. I did know many. Just I forgot. Nah? I told you already. Even now, I tell you something, and I say, "What did I say?" Getting old. Maybe I knew. I just forgot. What is Sariputta? Here. What about Sariputta? The first one get enlightened? Attain the wisdom.
He's the first attain the wisdom.
Yeah, he's the first one, but he's not with...
This is the life of Buddha, the cartoons I see in the YouTube.
The cartoon?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's Manjushri. Manjushri is Vang Thu, huh? Is I Vietnamese here? Vietnamese Buddhist? Vang Thu Sư Lợi Bồ Tát. I think it's Manjushri. Maybe I read some more of the other sutra later to clear his name. But Sariputta is not like, it's not the one with the swords of wisdom. Okay, at that time, this boy, Katile, was the best. in the contemporary world at that time. But concerning just the worldly intelligence and knowledge and talent, but compared to the monks of the Buddha, then he knew nothing. Yeah, he knew nothing about all this Buddhist teaching, of course. Okay. When his father died, he said to him, "My son, you should remember, don't ever try to go and make a discussion or debate with the monks of the Buddha, because these great beings, they have deep and wide wisdom. You can never compare. So don't dare even go near." All right. Okay. So after his father died, he was still in school, continued to study. And in the whole country, he was praised as he had eloquence, number one in the whole country. But he never went out and tested his eloquence with the monks of the Buddha. And then his mother saw that this was one of his weaknesses. So she came and told him, "You are a very intelligent person and very highly educated. Who is better than you?" So the son said, Katile told his mother, "Praise mother, the monks of the Buddha are much, much, much better than I." So the mother asked, How better than you? In which way?" And he said, "Praise mother, if anything I didn't understand or I didn't know, I came and asked them, any of them, then they explained to me very clearly and very easy to understand. But if they asked me anything, I could not answer." So I knew that I am nothing compared to them. Why don't you go there and learn with them? Learn the way they know things. "Oh, mother, I am an ordinary lay person. If I go there and want to study with them, then I have to become a monk first. So how can I do that?" Yeah. "Hey, very easy. You just fake to be a monk. And then after you learn everything good already, then you come back to me. No harm done." Wow. Praise mother. I will do that. After a while, he bought some clothes, wrapped around his body and bought a baking ball. He went in there to the assembly to study with the monks. There were so many monks at that time with the Buddha, so nobody checked who is who. And as long as you shave your head and had a baking bowl and wear saffron robe, then everybody accepts you as a monk. So of course he was already very intelligent. After a while, he remembered everything inside. He learned everything, understood everything. Yeah. And then one day he went back home to have a visit with the mother. The mother asked him, "Did you study well already? Are you better than all the monks already?" Study well may be okay, but better than the monks, must be dreaming. So they say, "Praised mother, beloved mother, concerning the education, I am the same as them." Meaning he learned everything from them already, so he thinks it's the same. But in the meditation, I am very, very low. Why? How do you know that you're low on meditation? Beloved mother, because meditation is very difficult. And it's not just sitting, but inside, must know the inside, have vision. And it's very mysterious and very deep. I try a lot, but I cannot do like them. I want to understand the meditation inside. I cannot go inside. I cannot penetrate the essence of meditation. It's not just sitting. Probably he didn't learn the initiation. You see, he just came in, but he didn't know that he has to go through initiation, not just being a monk. Yeah, Yeah. He didn't know that. Yeah. And of course, if you meditate or you initiate it, you don't ask the sister nearby, are you initiated? How do you initiate? And even then, the sister won't tell you. This has to be with the Buddha or the appointed monks, yeah, in order to be initiated. Therefore, if we talk about this meditation or visions and whatever, inside, I'm always lost. I never want any discussion on this topic. Okay, the mother said, from now on, whenever you discuss anything with the monks and you have lost and they have won, then you just scream loudly, you just slander them, you just scold them, you just, degrade them. Yeah, just to cover up, yeah. Okay, so the son asked the mother, Mother, but all the monks, they are practicing compassion and mercy. They haven't done any sinful things. Why do you tell me to scold them, degrade them, and yell and, humiliate them? Why? So the mother said, if you're louder and you scream and you yell at them and you degrade them, then you win. And they won't know what to say. They wouldn't know how to answer that. They wouldn't yell at you, they wouldn't degrade you back. That means you win. Oh, God. What a treasure of ignorance. Yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you. When you wash your hands, you wash oil into the bucket, right? And then use it for the toilet, right? Or not?
Yes.
You save water, right? Yes. Okay. Another thing, whoever has the water and electricity ability should buy those filters, put it on the tap. And then whenever you open, you turn it to the filter side, turn this side and you can wash as normal. Turn to the filter side, then you have filter water. You can drink straight, direct, because it's very clean. That's why I drink every day. I don't cook water. Unless I don't have any filter, I don't cook. Or if I don't have a filter, then I use a cloth or something to filter. Okay? So here is, of course, it's not as good as if you use a cloth, because we don't have to buy one more extra, but it's okay. One filter like that attached to the tap, you can use for 3 months, regardless of how much water you use. You just use it and drink anytime you want. Just go in the bathroom, turn on the tap, push it to the filter side, and drink. I do that all the time. Okay? The more simple, the better, that's all. Not because I'm lazy. I have a kettle, stand still and all that. I do it only now and then. When I need to drink something hot to cleanse the throat, or when I have customers, I have friends, then I cook tea for them or something like that. Then I use the kettle. So Katile listened to his mother. Oh God, what a mother is for. And then whenever he discussed, or debated with the monks, and then when he lost, of course, on this topic, then he screamed and scolded them and degraded them. You are a stupid person. You are just animals. You know nothing. And then he called them you just like a dog's head, a pig's head, or this animal's head, or that animal's head, meaning stupid, no brain, little brain, something like that, yeah? So every time he was very, very fiercely scolding the monks like that. In this phase of the story, the Buddha reminded everyone that, Anand, you should know that Katile, because of his wickedness inside his heart, and has been yelling and defaming the monks at that time. Therefore, he has become the fish with 100 different animals' head on his body. And then Anand asked the Buddha, praised the world honored one, Katile, when will he be able to liberate himself, to be liberated from this fishy, 100-head fish? So the Buddha said, Anand, you should know, even if I use my Buddha wisdom eye to check, it's a long, long, long time still. Yeah. Maybe in the Cento era, when the Buddha comes out, when 1,000 Buddhas already passed away, meaning after him, and then 1,000 Buddhas also come out to the world and then pass away already. Still not yet. Still this Attile will not be liberated from this kind of incarnation as a fish with 100 heads. After I and all the bhikkhus heard that, I means Anand, all of us, had goosebumps and trembled with fear. Yeah. Also were feeling so sorry, so pitiful. And we all said, oh, please, all beings, take care of your actions, your speech, and your thoughts. Be very careful what you think, what you say, what you do. Always be good, do good, think good, yes. After the Buddha and the Sangha talked with each other as thus, all the 500 fishermen and 500 cowboys, they were all also very scared. They all knelt down, put their palms together, and wanted to become monks under his guidance. Yes. So of course the Buddha say, welcome, bhikkhus. So he had another 1,000 monks. Wow, the riverbank is big, huh? Yeah. Otherwise, how can they, they sit all together like that and kneel in front of him? 1,000 people kneel in front of him at the same time, including other many thousands of monks already kneeling there. Understand? Maybe we should find a riverbank somewhere. Yeah, and we just buy a generator to get electricity. But in that case, can we have internet? Broadband like this in order to broadcast the whole world or not? No, huh? Yes, no, no, yes, yes?
Right.
Maybe? How?
Wireless.
Wireless? Uh-huh. You mean the chip? The
We
chip?
have 4G everywhere.
Uh-huh. Okay. Everywhere, I mean Asia also?
In Asia, in some countries.
Oh, no, here because we have cable,
Yeah.
Official connection internet. But if we have just internet card, internet chip, is that good enough?
Can be.
I don't know. In one of the countries where there's no electricity, no water, I told you, we have internet chip, but it's so difficult, so slow, just to download a little page, one page of information. Picture, forget it. And had to go all the way on the road, not on my mountain, cannot. Have to go all the way down to the main big, not really big road, but a country road for that community. And maybe can, yeah. And if I want to telephone, sometimes I have to go. Oh no, it's not okay. I go all over the place. Looking at the telephone, cannot even talk. keep looking for the bar. Yeah, I'm telling you. If I text, sometime I told you already. If I'm too excited or forget, or my dog comes wow, and then I forget I push the wrong button, everything gone. But that's not too bad. The button, sometimes I try to remember. But if those, iPod, iPhone, just breathe and it's gone. Like I look here and I scratch my head, then it's gone. Just wave your hand, then it's gone. No, I exaggerate. I exaggerated. But it's so difficult, Normally you just swipe your hand and then something changes. Sometimes I don't know. I just want to scratch here. Then the phone thinks I swipe my hand. And then everything's gone. I have to begin all over again. And it was already difficult for me to begin before, I did learn some computer before, a little bit how to, before when we had SMTV, Supreme Master TV, I have to check most of the news and stuff, when I can, yeah. So I learned how to take out the information, and then, but I couldn't send it back. so I had to write it down. Okay, page 1, paragraph 2, and then I write the whole sentence and I put the correction on it. And then after I collected all the corrections, then I asked one of your brothers to come and send it. All right. And these 1,000 people, 500 fishermen and 500 cowboys, followed the Buddha, became monks, and not too long afterwards, they cleansed all their karma and they attained arahant level. For the sake of the big assembly, the Buddha taught them again about the Four Noble Truths. Okay? Like to be born, to die, to be old, and to suffer during the lifetime, and how to erase the suffering, the path to erase the suffering. Yeah? Okay? That's another long story. Like one of the eight ways of purification I told you before, that's one of the ways to erase suffering. Yeah, and not to be born again. Or to be born, but be in a very, very high position, prosperous, happy, etc. Because if you keep the precepts, then the precepts will avoid you making bad karma in the future. Yeah. For example, if you keep the precept of not harming others, not killing, then life after life, it depends on how many lives or how clean you keep the precept. You will not get sick. Okay, you might die, of course, one day, but during the lifetime you won't get sick. If you keep the precept of non-stealing, then no robber will ever touch your house. For example, like that. Okay? Yeah. Every precept has a consequence. Yeah, a good karma to bring with. Okay, yeah. Anybody wants to hear some more stories?
Everybody.
How many? Raise hands. Okay, this is a better story for a change. Okay, huh? Yeah, and then maybe after I read that. Thus I have heard. It's a story from Anand computer again. Yeah. One time the Buddha stayed in Save country in the golden garden of Kapkodok and the Prince Kida. Remember the garden? Yes or no? Yes. How many yes? Only 3, 4? The garden of the Prince Kida. Yeah. That the billionaire has to use a gold
bricks.
to pave it. Yeah, gold brick, gold bars to pave it, if he wants to buy that garden. Why bother? In Africa, 5 million square meters, only 500,000 euros. Yeah. If he knew, he would go there and buy instead. Instead of taking all the gold reserves from your bank and pave that garden, he would go to Africa or some other country that's cheaper, Siberia, whatever, yeah? It's cheaper, right? Yes. Yeah. In some of the countries, they give you land for free. Yeah, so that you go develop their land. I know one of it. Not Venezuela, somewhere nearby. Not Honduras. I forgot. I was there before. I forgot.
Belize?
Huh?
Belize?
Belize, for example. They give you land for free. Yeah. But over there, they don't have soy sauce. They don't have... very little things, They sell small in a small little hut. Even Chinese shop, I asked, do you have any tofu? So I said, what do you cook around here? He said, we cook whatever the land offers. If they want to buy tofu, sometimes they have to go across to go to Mexico. Or America, Okay, maybe you go to Belize, huh? Ask the government to give us some free land. Then we'll bring tofu, soya sauce, we'll bring everything inside, everybody can enjoy together. All right. I don't know, it's not like you just have land, you must also have some affinity with it, yeah? And any land has to offer us some freedom, to freedom of speech, to gather without hindrance. Otherwise, it's not about land, huh? Okay, this time we are going to heaven, not on earth anymore. Okay, this chapter is about a heaven called THIêN. Maybe I think very peaceful, peaceful heaven. Yeah. If it is according to this word, means peaceful heaven. Yeah. Thus I have heard, at one time the Buddha in the same country, Save, in the golden garden of the Prince Kida. At that time, one day about evening, suddenly there was a beam of light from the heaven shining down onto the whole garden. And inside this great shining light, there was one being, very big, very handsome, very strong. And his body emitted like a diamond kind of aura. And he flew down inside where the Buddha resided. He was down in front of Buddha, and then he walked around the Buddha 3 times, and then went back in front of Buddha, there, in front of the Buddha, and said, "Praised be the Buddha. I am from the heaven of peace. I have heard that you came down to the planet Earth to save beings and bring them blessings, also from heaven. I thought it is very rare that the Buddha appears first, so I'm here with the utmost respect and sincerity. Please accept my offering tomorrow, that I can offer, water and a vegan diet." Water for bath, yeah. In India, many thousand monks. That's why the Buddha, one of the precepts for the monks is you don't take a bath more than once every half a month, twice a month. Yeah. Just to save the water, Just like here, you can't bathe every day, huh? Yeah, when you need, really, but not everybody come and shower every day, my God. So we use a dry cleaning system, remember? Yeah, I do the same, huh? I do the same. But even if I take a shower, I use a bucket, a kind of low bucket and round, standing there so that all the water runs inside there. And I use it to flush the toilet. And I wash my hands also inside. And then I use it, yeah. So no problem. He pleaded with the Buddha and the Sangha to accept his offering of water for bath, shower, as well as vegan food. Yeah. So the Buddha praised him that he had such a sincerity, wanting to do meritorious deeds. So he accepted. The Buddha accepted. So this being flew back to his house. No, his home in heaven. And he brought all the beautiful food and drinks from heaven down to earth. Yeah. And then he brought a lot of facilities or anything that facilitates the shower and the bath. Yeah, he brought it all down. And then the water, he brought all the clothes, bathrobes, towels, everything. Yeah, from heaven down. And then he even manifested many bathhouses, many shower houses, many rooms. And then he made the water already mixed well, not cold, not hot, just fine. With the thermometer, check it out. How many degrees is good, yeah. And then also, these things even brought these grasses to brush your body. They use it kind of brush. Different. Maybe they say grass to brush, but probably special grass, just like we use the brush nowadays. And then he even brought down oil, like body cream, first class, from heaven's supermarket, everything down. Okay. And then after he arranged everything, he came and invited the Buddha to take a shower. Of course, the Sangha also, huh? Yeah, maybe. And then after that, the Buddha came back to his own room. And then he came to the Buddha and said, "Praise be the world honored one. The vegan meal is all ready. Please come and enjoy." So after the Buddha and all the Sangha finished their bath, put back their clothes and everything, they went out and enjoyed the vegan meal. And then they went back. After that, THOΗI means Anand, means I mean Anand, came in front of the Buddha and asked again, "How come no other Sangha ever asked him? Always Anand asks." I guess other people don't dare, so they put down a notice, "Anand, go ask Buddha." For me, you are the assistant of Buddha. Go ask him. Okay.